Have you ever lied about yourself to make yourself seem better? Don't you fucking lie to me, of course you have. Or at least there have been times where you elected to keep your mouth shut. This is a normal thing done by normal people. As a child, I told meaningless white lies to impress my friends, because I had nothing to be proud of. I was boring, I was flawed, and I wasn't cool. So I lied. It was a tiring facade to keep up. More lies had to be made to cover the old ones that peeled away. Expectations needed to be lived up to. But somewhere along the way, I stopped caring about what people thought about me. My rationale was that there's 7 billion people on the planet. I'd meet thousands of people in my lifetime. And simply put, not everyone I meet will like me. It's a statistical impossibility. And that's okay. For the people that mattered, I started telling the complete, unabashed truth. I told them about my embarrassing secrets, my insecurities, my fetishes, where I hid the bodies, and the fact that I liked anime. And I made jokes making fun of myself for them. Simply put, these are normal human things to have. I didn't need to hide them. Anyone that judged me for them, well, they were probably shitty friends to have. Any flaws that I had, it was probably better to get them out in the open and hide them, and rather than let them stew. I could work on improving myself instead of dedicating effort to hiding them. I can hear you yelling, "Get off your soapbox, dumbass! What's the point?" First of all, ouch, my heart. Secondly, the point is that I'm here to make another unnecessarily complicated and jealous video on a trashy harem rom-com, Kanojo mo Kanojo. Also, I swear to God, it's a complete coincidence I made 2 videos on harem series. Please don't judge me, my feelings get hurt really easily. I'll make another video on something actually good next time, I swear. So, what would you do if you fell in love with another girl whilst dating someone? The correct answer is to have an honest conversation with your partner about the truth and how to handle it going forward. Of course, the anime answer is to ask your girlfriend for permission to two-time. Enter Kanojo mo Kanojo, or Girlfriend, the newest manga series by HIROYUKI, which you might know from his other series like Aho Girl. It also has an anime adaptation currently airing at the time of this video's production. In this anime, the main character, Naoya, is confessed to and falls in love with another girl whilst he already has a girlfriend. Naturally, because this universe has a sum total of almost 3 brain cells, which is not at all surprising if you're familiar with the author's other works. He decides to ask his girlfriend for permission to two-time. And once again, because the approximate aggregate amount of neurons present within the confines of this world can be counted on a single hand, she gives him permission to convince her. Well, at this point, the series may seem like a trashy wish fulfillment rom-com, and you wouldn't be wrong. However, it's not devoid of meaning. Kanojo mo Kanojo is a series that places extreme emphasis on the value of honesty and clear communication. Unlike the series in the past, misunderstandings aren't used as a crutch to create bullshit drama. Naoya, our main character, is a man who is honest about everything. His feelings and his thoughts will be shouted in capital letters for the world to hear. He is also extremely dumb. Saki, his girlfriend, is a tsundere who finds it hard to communicate how she feels. Although her tsundere-ness is more of a product of her intelligence, as although she has much more social awareness than Naoya, she can arguably be described as somehow dumber than Naoya in certain senses. Nagisa, his other girlfriend, is a hardworking girl who is unfortunately not very talented. This leads to a bevy of insecurities, and, well, she's also quite dumb. Throughout the series, we see the glimpses of the little white lies Saki and Nagisa make for the sake of saving face. For example, Nagisa is embarrassed over the fact that she's bad at math. Saki is insecure about her seeing Mimi, making her extremely embarrassed when her search history is revealed. But to be fair, no one should have to go through having their search history revealed. But as the series goes on, they see that Naoya does not judge them, nor see them as lesser due to these supposed faults. Furthermore, they know he's not lying to them to feel better, because, well, he never lies. Whenever he praises them, they know that he's being genuine, because once again, he never lies. Naoya is also completely honest about his faults and desires. He makes no efforts to hide them, because they're completely human things to have. When he admits his fault, he shows that he is aware of his problems and he's working on changing them, and would appreciate any help that he could get. He also sends the message that he's willing to accept any faults his girlfriends have, as he shows that he believes it's fine to have them. In the end, lying to protect yourself, or even someone else, hurts everyone in the long run. For example, had he chosen to keep his feelings secret, regret would inevitably build up. So, it's better to simply nip in the bud. If someone is going to be inevitably hurt by something out of his control, well, a clean cut would heal better. This is the core message of the series, and I feel it's best exemplified by the Mirka arc. This section contains manga spoilers, so if you don't want to be spoiled, turn away now and go to the timestamp listed on the screen. Is there really a need for spoiler warnings for rom-coms? Oh well. Later on in the series, Naoya meets Mirko, another idiot. Imagine Nino from Quintessential Quintuplets, but she dumped her intelligence stat for sheer determination. She tries to seduce Naoya for various harebrained reasons at the start, but surprise surprise, she actually falls in love with him. Now, typically this would be the point in the series where it turns into Harem Simulator 2000. However, despite all its trashiness, the series doesn't. Simply put, Naoya doesn't like Mirka romantically. Frustrated, Mirka sets up camp in his yard, like a scalper outside of Best Buy. Ultimately, she's annoying but not causing any harm. However, Naoya wants to get rid of her as soon as possible, even though Nagisa and Saki aren't in a rush. Why? Well, despite all her faults, Mirka is a hardworking, determined, outgoing, attractive, and cheerful girl. He fears that after being allowed to two-time, he may fall down a slippery slope and hurt Saki and Nagisa by doing so. So therefore, before he has a chance to fall for her, he will banish her from his sight. He tells Saki and Nagisa that there's a risk of him falling for Mirka. Now, normally most people would hide this fact in order to protect themselves and the feelings of their partner, but Naoya doesn't. He continues to tell them that he might even do so, after they say they trust him not to. Here's a rough flow chart of his thought process. If he doesn't tell them, this protects their relationship short-term. However, this may lead to him falling for her, and the lies that he will need to tell to cover up would inevitably damage their relationship. However, if he tells them, even if it hurts, it not only puts the problem on the table so that they can work on it together, but it prevents them from feeling lied to. He cannot control his feelings, but he can control his actions. In his own words, he must recognize his problems and act them. This ultimately makes their trust in Naoya grow, because if he was planning to cheat, he wouldn't tell them. It shows that he's willing to cock-block himself for their sakes, a proof of his character. This honesty later pays off, as when Naoya accidentally falls into the dreaded forced misunderstanding scene, he doesn't get slapped like a normal main character would. They trust in his character to recognize that this is a misunderstanding of some kind. In short, Kanojo mo Kanojo is far from the milquetoast harem anime of the past that justifies drama by way of miscommunication. Bless the Reiwa and its refreshingly good rom-coms. Reject tradition, embrace modernity. And while, much like many other harem main characters, Naoya does not have a brain, he at least has a spine. He recognizes that he is an imperfect man, and he will work to make sure that he doesn't hurt anyone as a result of his shortcomings. And in a way that's more admirable than being perfect from the get-go. While the series itself is far from perfect, This message about being honest with yourself and other people is a surprisingly good theme that many people could learn a thing or two from. Don't be embarrassed to tell the people you care about what you're really thinking and what you really feel. And for that, I think it's worth giving it a shot. Subscribe to me to support the channel. 1 sub equals 1 brain cell for the cast of KMK.